Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? So we're going to do another attempt at hooking up these lights. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with it. Shouldn't be that difficult, you wouldn't think, but when the instructions are terrible and you have color-coded wires and the instructions are black and white, that's really bad. So there's my instructions, and you know, I don't know, I can't tell which wire's what on there, so that's terrible. But I did contact these guys at Sling Lods, and he gave me kind of a bunch of, seemed like running around stuff. I'm going to eliminate this quick connector and try hooking it up with these silly T-taps. So that was, I actually paid extra for these quick connectors, and then bang bang away you go. Well, you guys seen what happened. I don't know if there's a problem with them or something's weird here, but I did get some better instructions, but all the color coding isn't quite exactly the same. So what do we got here? I stripped back the insulation wire stuff, and I've got a blue wire, a black wire, and a green and a pink wire. So yeah, you can see the green and pink there. So what I've got here now is some little better instructions. Let's zoom back out before I forget. A little better instructions, and on here there should be a blue and red stripe. Well, I don't have a blue and red stripe. That's just solid blue. I don't see any stripe on that, so that's weird. And I should have a green and pink, which I do, and a black as the ground. Okay, so that's straightforward. Now, the LED wires, let's see here, yellow wire to blue red stripe. So the yellow wire to this blue red stripe wire. Okay, so that's yellow. Red wire, which on here I found out is, hang on a sec, it's confusing because on this harness it's not a red wire, it's a blue is negative and purple, it's like a purpley color on here is the positive, and then blue is negative, and then we have to take black wire to black ground, which ends up being blue on here. Really confusing. Hopefully this works. And yeah, I'm just gonna not hook everything right up yet. I'm just kind of leaving things on the tire here, and I'm just gonna tap into this. It has these things that you can take off again. So these T-taps, I guess they're kind of neat, but if you get into any weather, they're probably gonna corrode. And yeah, I'm gonna need my crimper too, I guess. So I will have to get that. Hang on a sec here. I'm just going to go to the seat here for a second, just unload a little bit more stuff. So these little T-taps are kind of neat. That's them there. And it goes over the wire there. You can see the little thing, and then when you slam her shut, it clips down onto there, and then you use one of these fellers here. Let me grab one. To the light wire harness. And then you just click that guy on there, and then it joins the two together. Whoa, don't slam her shut. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to have to get my crimpers, though. So give me 1 second. I'll grab those. We'll hook this up, as they say in these instructions here now, which I got online, which I don't know why they don't send with... They send this garbage crap instructions, but let me get my crimpers and slam all these together. Okay, so I got... The other end's already crimped in. Now, I don't want to go too close here. I want to come back a little bit with these, because these are going to take up a little bit of room. A little bit of room anyways. So, hopefully you guys can see. Let me just double check. Sort of, kind of. So that just goes in there. And you gotta mush these on with pliers too. And that's about as far as I can get them. I hope it cuts through the wire insulation a little bit, I guess. Whoops, sorry, almost dropped ya. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's doing much. And I really don't like this idea of putting these on here like this, but guess I don't really have any other choice. Go away, mosquitoes. Ain't got time for your crap. Okay. Well, that's that. We'll hook that up to the light after. Now, my memory's terrible, so I'm going to bring up this thing again. So, the yellow wire to blue-red stripe, which I believe would be just the blue here. Hang on a second. So the yellow to the blue. Those don't clip on super nice. Okay, well, we'll try her. Green pink to the red. And the red on this is the purple. There's the green pink. Yeah, this other one didn't go on sort of super nice. There we go. And I guess we only have ground left. Ground goes to that one. Okay. So these are supposed to have a white running light and then the signal light. So let's just see. Oh, you be quiet up there, mister. Let's just see. Can you see? Sort of can see that thing there. I'll get a wedge in the tire a bit. We'll plug this in. Of course, I'll route things nicely after. Okay, when I turn this key on, this light should be white. When I turn the signal on, this should go out white and flash orange. Let's see what happens here. Can blow something up. Interesting. Well, something's still not right. It flashed quick there. Now I got no signals again. So, what is... You be quiet up there. What is going on here with this? Something is... There's something, I'm swearing there's something with this other little flasher. I don't know why they think they need that. It must convert it and then somehow goes into... overrides the running light, I guess, and then starts the signal going. It's just, that's weird. I gotta wait for this thing, the relay here to reset. And yeah, we got a quick little flash kind of there, and that was it. So let me just review everything again. Yellow wire to blue red stripe. So yellow wire to, well, it's just the blue wire. I mean, if I have to, I can switch stuff around here. Green pink wire, red wire from the this light. So the red wire, which is the purple. Now, funny enough, I hooked these wires up to just a battery and it worked fine. I had the white light come on, no signal of course because I had no signaling thing, but yeah, so anyways, and then black to black is kind of obvious. I got black, the blue here is the black. It's very confusing. Okay, let's give her another shot here. Oh, that's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna try something just off the wall. I don't know, maybe these instructions are wrong too. Let's just double check everything, and you know what? I'm gonna try switching these two. So we've got the yellow wire to the blue red stripe. Yellow wire is right to the blue, and it doesn't have a red stripe, so we know that. Red wire, which ends up being the purple wire, to the green pink. Red wire to the green pink. Oh, you know what? I think I've done that wrong. Wow. How did I do that? Wow. I don't know what it is. I've been doing things like this lately, and you know, I look right at it and I think it's right, and it's not. Okay, so blue is negative, so blue should go to the black. That is definitely negative, I think. The pink green wire should get the positive wire, which is this purple one. Let's hook that onto there. Okay. I don't know if I'm just losing concentration or if I don't know. No explanation. Okay, let's try this now. Hey, we got a white. We got a white. Now do we have a signal though? That should go from white to amber. Oh, sweet. Well, there we go. So there. Well, it's still out of sync though, I think. It's out of sync. Oh, I don't think I like that too much. It's not keeping up to each other. I don't know if you can see that, but it was sort of doing that before, but it is a better blink this time though. I mean, it's not, yeah, see, it's out of sync again there now. Oh, I don't think I like that. Should go back to, yeah, white again, so that's good. It's right in sync there now. Now the front's ahead and the LED's behind, so it's something to do with that little flasher. I don't know if I like that too much. Wow. I'm not fussy on that. Now, I don't know if there's any way to adjust that, but it's back in sync there now. Now it's off again. Oh boy. I don't know what to say about that, but you know, it's working. That's good, it's working. It didn't seem to want to work with that harness though, so something's weird up with that. I don't know, because I tried everything and I never saw the white light, the white running light. This one, I never saw that. And if I switched those wires with that other harness on, it just went super bright orange and then no flash. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super fussy on that, but I guess if it's really gonna bother me, I could unhook the light on the front. I mean, it's not far off, you really gotta be looking at it, but I think it would draw your eye more to this light, the big LED strip here, than it would the other one, so I'll maybe just leave them for now. So I guess I know what I gotta do. You gotta pay attention when I'm hooking things up. Oh jeez. Hey, it happens. But there's definitely something going on with these harnesses, because that's not right. Okay, I'm losing my light. I started a bit late doing this project again tonight here, but I thought maybe I'd shorten that yellow signal wire. I took probably a foot off her, and I thought maybe, well, you know, maybe a shorter wire that might get the power to the thing. No, it didn't make a difference. It's still out of sync, so I don't know what's going on there. But like I say, you'll probably draw your attention more to the strip wire, but or the strip light. But anyways, that's about as far as I can get myself tonight, because I'm losing my light, like I say. So I will continue tomorrow morning, and you'll see tomorrow morning. What I'm going to do though is get everything all hooked up just until we get to the point here where I'm kind of ready to clean and stick, and then we'll clean and stick. So I'll get the other side all wired, ready to go. Now that I kind of know where things are supposed to go, we should be all right. But that's pretty awesome. Let's pretend like we've made our left turn now, and back to running lights. Oh, that's pretty bright. That's pretty bright. That'll be good. A little more light on the front is not bad. So anyways, I just got to clean up for tonight and put this thing back in, and we'll continue tomorrow morning. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, welcome to morning. So we got both sides installed. I don't know, it's working, but there's more problems. More problems. Now, when the car is off, as it is now, or the bike, whatever you want to call it, normally you would have 4-ways when everything's shut off. So the key's out, you could turn the 4-ways on. Let me turn the 4-ways on, watch what happens. I get one flash and that's it. I have to have the key on for the 4-ways to work now. So I don't know if I like that option a whole lot. Something's not right there. I think it's probably something to do with those extra flasher units that they put on. I don't know. Wow. So anyways, that's what my take is on it. I'm not super happy with it. The wire they give you could be maybe 2-3 inches even longer, because it's really tight when you pull the lid up and pull the hood up. I mean, that's all you can do. That's where they're supposed to be routed. They need to be about 3 inches longer. Unfortunately, they just cut them way too short. Now, what I would have done now that I see it is the instructions. Let's pull this open again here. Everything seems to work. This side's a little tight though, and it kind of rubs over here, but it might end up pulling something apart. I don't know. The instructions want you to go in right here with these T-taps. Myself, I would have found the wires down in here, because everything's down in this loom here. We got all the wires, so it splits here and it goes to the far side, and this one stays on this side. I would have probably tapped it in right here and then run this right down into here. Would have been way a lot better. I don't know, they need to really change their instructions a lot and give you some color instructions. Funny enough, the color coding was better on this side. I don't know why. And I've got it routed better on this side, and I've actually got enough cable to mount it up here. I don't know why that one is longer, but it's a bit longer. This one's a bit shorter, but I'm gonna end up probably, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna try these, I guess, for a while. And you know, most times your hood's closed anyways, it's not gonna be a big deal, but it is kind of pulling a little bit too much on these wires, and I don't really like that. But it's about the best I can get her, I guess. So. And everything seems to close where it should, and it seems to be all right. So I guess we'll go ahead and clean these surfaces. These actually are supposed to go up the red, so that's where I'm going to throw these ones. I got to clean them first, get the bugs and stuff off, get any grease and stuff off. I got some brake cleaner. I'm going to hit it with some Windex first, which is a good degreasing, cleaning stuff too. And then they give you the alcohol Schwab pads in there too. I'll probably hit it with that too. So and then we'll peel and stick these on. Oh, what's going on with the light here? Holy. Oh, that sun's really acting weird this morning, making the video look really funny looking. Anyways. Okay, so I already hit her with some brake cleaner, or sorry, Windex. It's like a window cleaner. This is just some brake cleaner. Get any of the extra residue off of the other side while I got her wet here. Okay, so like, they give you these little pads too, I guess, like an alcohol prep pad thing or something. I'll use them too. Alright, there's this little pad. Here's the bag of tricks, and the other little bag of tricks. What do we got here? We got two little pads. One's different than the other. Alcohol prep pad and primer. So we got these two little guys. These things used to come in like a stick. You break the thing and then it was like a little pencil thing. So we'll prep it with the prep pad first. Alcohol. give you very much, so I gotta do them quick. I'll do that on my one here. Yeah, the sun's really low and weird right now in the morning, super early, I guess. Okay, put the best I'm gonna get her, I guess, there. So that's good. And that should be pretty much dry, so especially applying on plastic surfaces like the poly PP, the film tape adhesion strength when it's applied, to use with I lost my spot. To use with, help up a cloth on a plastic surface to form a film layer where later the acrylic film tape applied. Oh boy, this doesn't make any sense. First apply primer on the surface and paste the product after 5 minutes. Non-woven wipes. Well, I think I'm gonna not wait that 5 minutes. It should be, the alcohol should whip right off. Oh, there's two in here. Two little pad thingies. Oh no, it's one big one. Never mind then. Okay, so this is the thing to adhere. Helps prime it off, I guess. I'll do the other side while I'm over here too. When I put the halo lights on the front here, had that thing's pretty much dried right up now. I'm gonna flip it and do it some more. I put the halo lights on. It came with a little pencil styled pen ones. I guess that just makes her a little bit more adhesive-y, if you will. Okay, so now what I'm going to do too is just give this thing a bit of a clean and hopefully get her in the right spot that we want her. Because once she sticks, she sticks. It's got this 3M sticky pad stuff, and this kind of looks like the stuff that the guys use on the monuments here to stick on like a portrait of somebody. One of those little porcelain portraits. Did you know that those little portraits on your monuments, well, the place that our guys get it from is in Italy. If you can believe it's in Italy. It's crazy, eh? Nobody closer that does that stuff, I guess. Okay, here we go. Oh jeez. I'd like it up a little bit higher, but I think that'll work. There, it went a bit higher on the end there. Okay, now without damaging the lights, we gotta kind of mush it down a little bit. I thought these would have been like a little more of a, like the ring lights, they're like a, it feels like a plastic coating, where this is like a rubber sheathing on top. I thought they might have been more like that, and they come, I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I like those or not. They're probably gonna get dinged and wrecked and everything, but there's one on anyways. Let's head her to the other side here. Alright, same deal again. Going the other way. Peel off the little guy here. So yeah, I don't know why I was having so much problems with the wires. Man. As in, you know, why can't I get this thing to go on the right spot? There we go. We are stuck. Should do. That stuff will adhere pretty good too. When it gets in the sun even, it helps bind it on it. This stuff is, the sticky stuff on the back here is really good stuff, actually. 3M, man, should have invested in them years ago. They do have some pretty good stuff. Now, like I say, that's what the Monument guys are using. So now this is in the sun here. Let's see how bright it looks when we're in the sun. Turn them on. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell when it's in the sun like that, but coming straight onto you, you'll probably be pretty good. Now let me turn on these halos too that are around the actual headlights. They're actually pretty good too. Will they still work? Yeah, they work pretty good. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see, let's try some signals. To left. Oh, they're so far out of sync. I am so disappointed with that. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's got to be something to do with that flasher. The inline flasher. Really don't understand why they thought they needed that, but it must do something with changing it back to you know, the headlight light bar things on. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? This should be the 4-ways that should come on here. But now they only work when the key's on. And I'm not too sure if I like that. I don't think that's such a good deal. Anyways. Key off. Halos should still be on because I got them just on a circuit on their own. So when we're at a show, I can change the different colors. I don't know if that's even picking it up on the... Yeah, you can see them switching there. So change to the different colors, and I usually drive with the whites on. So well, there we go. She's installed. I'm gonna say it was a pain in the rear end, honestly. The color coding wasn't right, and the wire from the lights themselves were like not the right colors. It's like, who makes blue ground? Black is pretty much standard, and red is pretty much positive standard, and you make it like purple? What? Holy jeez. But anyways, they're in. I'm gonna maybe pull it out here to the shade a bit more, and we can get a little bit better look at these lights. Alright, let's check these out. We'll just turn it on first. The daytime should all come on. Turn the key to on. Daytimes are on. I'm going to turn the halos on. So they're on now. You can see different colors. They definitely help too, though. So they are a quite wider light though than the strip lights we just put on, but I don't know, that's the way she works, I guess. Different intensities. So let's try some signals now. I just sent them guys an email showing them the out of sync, and then I don't have 4-ways. I really don't like that out of sync, but wow, I don't know. Maybe I'll put a sticker over that. So that's that side, and then of course the other side. You know, they work, but something's definitely screwy with them, or not right with them, or something with them. I don't know. The guys do have Sling Mods. They do have a video online, and his is in perfect sync. So I don't know why I got bad ones or something. Maybe, I don't know. No idea. No idea. But anyways, there we go. They're in. They're installed. A little bit of a pain in the rear end. Can't say I liked it a whole lot. They need to have a bit longer wires too, I think, but there we go. So that'll be a little more visual, and probably when you're coming down the road with the daytime runners on, it'll be a little nicer too. It'll be a little brighter and a little more visual, right? So it's always good to have more visual. But anyways, there we go, installed. Hopefully they're all right with the plugs and stuff. Some of them should be watertight plugs, but they're not. So you might eventually have problems with them, but the halos were the same plug. They are from the same company, the Trick LED, and then Sling Mods gets them and resells them, I guess, or whatever have you. But anyways, there you go. So the halos, though, I can get an underglow kit. I was kind of thinking of it, but it is really expensive. I don't know about that. It'd be good for if we're at a show or something, or if you stop at a restaurant and you flick these things on. Let's see here. Can we get... You know what? Let me turn the lights off here, and we'll just look at the halos, because these other ones are kind of blinding things a bit. Okay, halos should be still just on there. Yes, they are. And I think you guys probably seen the video of me installing these. So these things have blue, green, red. And they got, I don't know, a whole bunch of different modes, and then I can change the speed of that too. Like it's pretty. Oh, I just shut it off. Ooh, my bad. Oh, I shut it off again. So they have like tons and tons of different modes. The chasing ones, and so there's that, you know, and I can slow them right down too. That's like a purple right now. That's pretty neat. And flashing that makes you go crazy. You go through all the colors of blue, green, red, and the whites, of course. Greens, and these are like changing ones. I don't know how well the camera's picking up. It's pretty bright, so. But all kinds of different modes. I usually, unless I'm at a show, I don't stray away too far from, you know, there's one setting that it'll cycle through random ones. That's usually the one I put it on. I don't know which one it is now. I'd have to really sit and mess with it. There's like 50, 60 different modes on this thing. It's just insane. There's like windshield washer ones, white and then pinky-ish, and blue and white, and just blue and just white, and all kinds of cool things. It's almost, you know, in a way it's almost too much. There's like colors of the rainbows. I don't know if that's coming out too well, but you can get all these doing the underglows too on strip lights too. So I was thinking about it, but I'm like, that's pretty expensive. It was pretty pricey, and it just hooks right in there. We are back to start again. So one of these is the one that just randomly changes. I don't remember which one. There it is there, maybe. You go through all the different modes and the different stuff too. This is just pulsing colors. I don't know, doesn't really matter so much, but anyways, there we go. She's all installed. Shut them off. And see what their response is to that email I sent out. I wasn't mean or nothing or nasty, but I'm like, you know what? This isn't right. So anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We got her figured out. Woo! Fixed her again. I don't know why I was having a problem with the wires and these all, you know, I don't know. Just not thinking right straight, I guess, or whatever. But anyways, hopefully they come up with something, you know, and yeah. But anyways, thanks again. You guys have a good day, and catch you all later.